Hello, everyone. Welcome. Here's Danny Marques from MG Journals.
And I'm Hayden Guenzler. Welcome to our first Startup of the Week interview, where we look at the who, the what, and the purpose of some startups from some great founders. Today, we're joined with Dani from Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I am so excited to have my fellow Brazilian friend Dani that is working on Neurogram as the CEO and founder. How are you doing today, Dani?
Hey, I'm doing great. Nice meeting all of you. My name is Daniele De Mari, but you can call me Dani. I'm a Brazilian born and raised. I'm today 22 years old. I live in Brazil my entire life, and when I was 18, I moved to the US to study neuroscience at Georgia Tech. I was raised in a small city in the south of Brazil called Londrina. My mom is a piano teacher, and my dad has a company that resells construction materials. But I remember being really close to the healthcare, like health in general, since I was 9. My grandma, she had cancer, so I remember spending days in laboratories, hospitals, doing exams, and by the age of 9, like 9, 10, I knew so many medical terms. Like, I was like, God. And I'd say intrigued me the most in healthcare in general is that we have such developed technologies. We send the men to the moon, and we can't cure cancer. Like, we use technologies that are so old. And I mean, I grew up in that environment, and that always intrigued me. So I decided to move to the US to study, but I always wanted to make something in the biomedical area that could change that reality. So kind of bring technology to healthcare. And today I'm the founder of Neurogram, which is a neurotechnology startup, and I'm gonna talk more about it.
That's awesome. So now our next question. Could you give us an overview of Neurogram, kind of the purpose and what it's positioned to do? What's the product, those sorts?
Yeah. So before talking about Neurogram, I'm gonna introduce the concept of EEG, which is electroencephalogram. So you've probably seen ECG, which is the one that we do for heart. So you've seen in movies that you have the patient in the hospital and you see beep, beep, beep. This is ECG, electrocardiogram, electroencephalogram. It's pretty much the same thing, but instead of 2 electrodes around your heart, you have 30 around your head. And that's the one that is it's the exam most used for neurology today. And we use to diagnose epilepsy, Alzheimer, dementia, concussion, sleep phases, Parkinson's too, a lot of things. It's universal. But what is not nice about it, it's EEG technology today, 2022, is the same one that was built in 1934. So we get pretty much almost 90 years of the same technology, non-updated. And that's a problem, okay? I worked in neurophysiology here at Georgia Tech for 3 years, and I worked in Brazil inside of the public healthcare system, inside the clinic, and did research in Brazil. And I learned a lot about EEG, like what works, but I learned a lot and way more of what doesn't work. And let me tell you a secret about EEG, doctors hate using it. They complain all the time. So that's it. I need a solution. I wanted to do research. I wanted to expand the field of neuroscience. I wanted to help patients, help doctors diagnose diseases. And for that, we need better tools. So Neurogram, our goal is to update the current technologies for EEG, and also we use artificial intelligence to help doctors diagnose diseases. Right now, we started with epilepsy. We developed an artificial intelligence that is able to detect epileptiform discharges in 3 seconds with 97% accuracy. So we want to implement that in a hospital. And then after that, we're going to start with stroke. And then following that, we want to target Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, and sleep phases.
Awesome. That is so interesting. And your passion and background in that really make up for a great founder in that area, and all of the research and other experiences that you've had so far. That's really impressive. So the product right now, so is Neurogram a SaaS? Like, how is it structured right now?
We are preparing to launch in May. So in May, we're gonna have the first beta version launched in Brazil, and here we're gonna delay a little bit for the US. I think the US is gonna be a month after it. We are releasing our new website, so we are all rebranding. I would say 2 weeks until we have everything set up and ready. We're gonna be collecting for users like an email list, and then they're gonna receive a discount in our final version. So yeah, we are pre-operating right now. We're gonna be doing a seed and starting May, so like from May to August. Yeah, and then we're gonna be launching at the same time. So I'm very excited for the next month.
Excited. So are you near upon graduation in college right now?
I'm graduating in December this year.
So setting it up to kind of go in full launch as you graduate college.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take like the summer now to focus on Neurogram, and because we're gonna doing the beta version and then like collecting the feedback from the users, and I hope to be in Brazil, São Paulo, doing the test also with the platform and artificial intelligence. And then my last semester, I'm just gonna like I have final classes to do, but then once I graduate in December, I plan to raise a Series A and then go on full time. So
let's go. That's super exciting.
I am very excited.
So with funding coming up, where do you see Neurogram in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years. So we plan on like launching Neurogram right now, like in this month. And by 2 years, I see Neurogram having a lot of users. I see us increasing the number of researchers in neurophysiology, definitely, because we do need like better tools. But for the artificial intelligence part, I know it takes a while. So we're gonna get this 2-year period to get epilepsy approved. I think by 2 years, we're gonna have research funded in that, and then move to the other disease. So talking about AI and neurological diseases, it takes a while. So our first is epilepsy, because epilepsy like causes seizures. I don't know if you guys know much about it, but it's a discharge in the brain, electrical discharge. And 5 minutes of ongoing seizure, the person has permanent brain damage. And more than 30 minutes, the person has 20% chances of dying. So we need a fast and quick diagnostics. That's why our focus goes to epilepsy. And I hope like by the end of 2 years, we have it approved and running inside of the software.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So as we get to the finish line here, we just wanted to ask you to just share a little bit about where is Neurogram on the socials as the launch is coming up. Where should people check out and hear more about Neurogram?
So we're gonna release our website coming up soon, so neurogram.com, and you can reach out to me to LinkedIn. It's Daniele De Mari. Twitter, also Daniele De Mari. And I have my email, which is danielle@neurogram.com. So
awesome. Thank you so much for being the first Startup of the Week interview. We're so excited for your journey and the round of funding coming up. Once again, Thank you so much. We're so excited to see your future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danny.